This is a masterclass for men who are sick and tired of watching porn, and it's really controlling their lives. And you have tried all these different approaches. You've tried self-will and all these different things, and they just are not working. Hang out with me here for 10, 15, 20 minutes at most, and get the most that you can out of this lesson at this class, because look, I've been through it. I know what I'm talking about, and I know that my approach might be a little bit difficult to hear, and it's a lot of the things that some guys don't want to hear, but just bear with me here if you really want to get out of this. Now, if you find yourself watching porn at the end of the day, you're not alone. You're a lot like this guy. A lot of us were just feeling really like shit about ourselves. And just want you to know there's a new world out there. Welcome to a world where you can take back control, where you can actually be back in control of your energy. You can be a man above porn like this man here. Inside this world is the power of your choice. You want to be the father. You want to be the good example to your son. So when your son grows up and he is going through some issues, you can recognize it and you have the authority because you've overcome that stuff. So many fathers, so many churches and things are letting young men down because they're doing it. They're having an issue with the porn and their sexual energy, and they're letting everybody down and themselves down. So welcome to a simple approach that actually is like, solving all your problems. It removes all of the guesswork. So this is a simple approach to solving your porn problems, and you're not going to be guessing about what to do. It's very clear. Our 3-step process unlocks your power to get control back. Number 1, remove the fear and doubt. Number 2, how to lose the desire to watch porn, and the number 1 mistake most men make when trying to do so. Number 3, living and thriving your best life free of porn. This is so damn true. It's just true. You can start living a life that you cannot even freaking imagine right now. And I don't know why so many people are resistant to that. We're going to show you how to get your power back and how to use your own resources that you already have within you to live a life free of porn. And our process, this is how any man can quit porn successfully. This is for men who are serious about it. These are not for people who are just kind of, well, is it even a problem? Some people question that it is even a problem. I'm not here to play pussy with you. Look, this is an issue. It's a big issue. And if you're here right now, you know in your heart that it's an issue. So take me serious. Take this serious. I'm building this for you, for guys like you. So let's get serious here for a minute and try to see if we can work something out. Now, these methods are designed for men who are serious about life and about quitting porn, because the two are interlocked. Your sexual energy is your life force energy. This is not something to play with. So many people are playing with it. We were not taught very well on how to control this and manage this. It's barely anywhere. Maybe you're here because you're sick and tired of failing and you're trying to control porn, and maybe you're worried about the effects that porn is having on your life. Maybe you're fed up with waking up full of guilt and remorse. You just can't understand how you're being so competent in some areas and feel weak when it comes to porn. You're worn out, exhausted, making promises to yourself, the night before, the morning after, and then you break it, as soon as the urge comes. Well, let's get you out of that, man. You're probably reading books, going through YouTubes, make you feel better about yourself when you start taking some action. You really got to take some action, though. Action. That might be being with me for a month or 2 or 3 and really letting me coach you until you are ready to be on your own with this. This is possible. It's possible. You might watch this video and it might be enough for you. I hope so. This is too hard of a way to live, the way that we're living now. We're living in an insane up and down situation, emotional situation. Everybody's going crazy. It's not just you. It's not just like, your wife or your girlfriend. Like, everybody is losing kind of their mind and they're living on this roller coaster. It's not the way to live, though. Even in the midst of the storm, we can be calm. The more men learn how to control their emotions and learn how to control their temptations and everything, you heal the whole world. At least minimum, you heal your house. You heal your life, So living like that is just too difficult, We're on the phones. We're addicted to all these things as well. Today, you're going to learn how to get your power back so you can, number one, start to feel better about yourself now. At least that you're taking this step here, watching this masterclass, and you've hung out with me for this long, however many minutes it's been. This is a good first step. Number two, how to lose the desire to watch porn. And the number one mistake science has proven to diminish your chances of actually quitting successfully. Most men do it. Find out what it is to avoid it. Number three, overcome fear and doubt to take your control back. You're going to learn how to do this without hard willpower, hard work, or enough confidence. There might be a little bit of hard work, but it doesn't have to be so ridiculous, filling out, writing tons of papers, doing years of therapy. Nah, screw that. You're going to learn how to do this without any guilt or shame. It's important to not feed the monster of guilt and shame, because that stuff, look, I went to AA and NA, full transparency. I've never been to SA or anything like that, but I know the whole 12-step meeting program pretty well. A lot of it is built around guilt and shame. I know it helps a lot of people, so I'm not saying anything bad. For me personally, if I had a sip of wine or whatever during the program, I was made to be feeling very guilty and shameful. This is not what this is about at all. Okay, who am I? This is a crazy picture of me. I'm here in South America in the middle of the jungle there, doing a very powerful technique exercise. That's part of what I teach in the coaching, to help bring the energy up, and you can be really powerful and strong. It's kind of a funny picture I just put up there to make a little joke at myself. It's all good, but it is a real picture. I'm in the middle of not very many white guys around there, that's for sure, or Americans at that. So I'm Austin Zest, entrepreneur, carpenter, founder of Get Out of Bed. I worked construction for many years while living in San Diego. Learned semen retention, done a lot of shamanic work in the middle of the jungles, Colombia, Mexico, Ecuador, even Peru. So I've done a lot of other work on how to balance your energy out, because it's been my journey to do that after leaving carpentry, leaving working as a blue collar worker for so long, and then branching out and starting my own businesses. All of that goes to the credit of stopping porn and focusing my sexual energy in the right ways, and meeting my beautiful wife too here as well. And that wouldn't have happened had I been, not in control of my energy. So why now? Why are you trying to do this now? The reason why you should do it now is just because it's 2024. Time is ticking. The world is getting way more intense, and we need men to be strong right now, because if we're weak like they want us to be, it's just going to be a hell for us. It's going to be a hell for everybody else around us. So you might as well get on it now. Let's do it. So I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not, anything like that. I'm not a therapist or anything. I've worked a lot of those, but I'm not doing any of that. So does not constitute as medical advice. This training is for you if you want to end the confusion. You're fed up with trying and failing, and you want to find a different way through this. You're tired of being miserable, all that. This is not for guys who just want to bury their head in the sand and pretend like porn isn't, and argue with me on whether porn is even bad for you or not. I'm not look, I'm not the guy to be arguing with that. This is totally your decision. If you think it's good for you, then go do it. But don't try to stop me from helping other guys, who want to get out of it. So today you're going to learn 3 steps on how to get your power back, feel better about yourself now, lose the desire, and overcome fear and doubt to get get back control. So where did we go wrong? A lot of us went wrong when we're, trying to figure this out on our own, and we went wrong too, probably when we started watching it and nobody was telling us about it. You click on the video, or your friends are showing you at school, however it started. Some guys, with Playboy, things like that, the curiosity, the seeds were planted, and then when the internet came out and it became so successful, it just so huge, the internet just became everywhere. It just became so easy and inaccessible to get into it. And I think that's where a lot of us went wrong, is just smartphones and then abusing the technology. Everybody makes mistakes, everybody makes these mistakes to begin with. It's like beating your head on the wall, and it's really bad. It's just you end up living a life that is like a constant cloud is going over you. You feel like you're living in this storm all the time, and it's really dark and gray and depressing. I remember being really, really, really depressed, man, really depressed. And it makes sense, because it's your sexual life force energy that is so important, and it's such a gift. Number 1, so start to just feel better about yourself now. Your porn problems are not necessarily your fault. It's not your fault that you can't. We're in a society. We're not victims, but we're in a society that accepts it. It's everywhere accessible. Almost nobody talks about it. It's so shocking to me how it's becoming acceptable in society, in movies and stuff. It's almost like the cool thing to do. Well, it's not. I'm telling you. And ask women. The reason why you can't attract a good girlfriend, or you're having problems with your wife, and you're watching this stuff. This is why. I'm telling you right now. This is why. It's very highly addictive. And it isn't you necessarily that's the problem. It's a huge threat. It's like we're kind of in a warfare. So 47% of men, 16% of women in the U.S. report using porn at a monthly or greater frequency. I would say if you're really into it, you're using it at a much greater frequency. Now, when you're a kid, you're really curious, especially for forbidden shit, and I can't even imagine how it is now for young kids. It's just so sad. They got the iPads and everything, and they're watching. That was like me, but like maybe age 16, a bit later. Young porn consumers, they're attracted by movies, advertising, magazines, attracted by peer pressure, dad's porn, wherever, the Playboys, big 70s bushes, whatever was going on. So at what point in time did you decide to become a porn addict? You probably did it, therefore you cannot be the one to be blamed. However, you have to take responsibility now. You have to take responsibility for your problem. That gives you the power back. You can't say, a lot of people were sexually abused when they were kids and stuff, and that all sucks. It's terrible stuff that happened, but at the same time, can't use that stuff as an excuse to continue your bad habit that's really now having an effect on you and your loved ones. So number 2, how to lose the desire to watch porn, and the number 1 mistake science proven to diminish your chances of quitting porn, successful that almost every man makes. It's a mind game. So, we're internal conflict. You quit, you start again, you having this battle in your mind. If you have any consciousness, this is good actually that you still have that, because a lot of men just give up and they say, I'm going full into it and I don't care. I don't have any remorse about it. Luckily, God gave you this ability to even feel guilt or remorse. By the way, this is not a religious thing here. It's just I believe that, personally. So today, working in today's world, we tend to sit a lot. A lot of people are just sitting down in the chair, so it's super easy. You're not moving your body. That's why I created these techniques, and I created these actual physical exercises that just bring the energy up, and man, it's a good thing. So, and eventually, the more that you learn these practices and exercises and stuff, the porn will actually quit you. It won't even want to get near you anymore, because you built up your fortitude so strong every day as you do it. Porn affects you on 2 levels. So the number 1 level is, porn affects you on 2 levels. It's in your mind and your emotional level. So in your emotions, it starts in your mind as images and stuff, and then it affects you emotionally. Physically is a little bit less. It's like you get the erection stuff. A lot of people can't even get that in real sex now. It's so crazy, So the porn, it's not really about sex anymore, or that. It's more like your mind, and you feel an emotional connection. You're looking for some sort of connection. This is why people are going into robots now and stuff, because they actually want the emotional connection to look like a woman and everything. It's so crazy. So it's time to get out of it. Can't really get it with willpower that much. Willpower comes and it goes. You might wake up in the morning, you have the willpower. I'm gonna do this all day. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna set reminders. Whatever. And then at the end of the day, you're stressed out. People are bugging you. You had a bad day at work. They insulted you. Whatever. Then that willpower is depleted by the end of the day. You're struggling like this guy. You're fighting with the wife, kids everywhere. You're at home. You're feeling alone. Whatever it is. Or you're at work like that guy, feeling alone. All these things factor in, and they contribute to, whether you're going to be successful or not that day at quitting the porn. So the thing is, driving home, Zoom meetings. So the thing is, a lot of people are doing guesswork. They're Googling. They're reading up on it. They're looking at forums. They're watching YouTube videos. And a lot of that stuff is not exactly the right way to quit. It's a lot simpler. A lot of people, it's like they're a fly on a glass door. And all they have to do is fly out, but they don't see it. They see the outside, but it's not even that hard to fly out. But you just got to be shown the way a little bit. Yes, you can quit no matter how many years you've been struggling. You've been struggling for 30 years for this. That's not even an issue. Man, it's not even an issue. Remember, you used to believe in Santa Claus? Well, maybe he's real, maybe not, but not probably in the way that they present it when you're a kid. You think, wow, this guy's actually delivering presents to each house. Well, that's kind of a weird way to say that, yeah, you can quit, though. People think that, yeah, I've been doing it for too long and I can't quit. It's bullshit. You actually can. Men watch porn for different reasons. You may have easy access whenever you're near a computer or phone. Porn remorse, too. This is something that just screws you up. You go through that cycle. Your body actually gets addicted to that cycle. I don't know if you heard of a guy named Joe Dispenza, and he talks about that. Like, you get addicted to those emotional negative feelings, guilt, anxiety, shame. Your body gets addicted to that shit, man. It's crazy. The dopamine too. You're going up and down on this dopamine cycle. It's addicted, man. You're addicted, and then you get stuck on this world, and you don't even know what it's like to feel good anymore. It's like that car alarm going off, ding, ding, ding. You want it to stop, so you go watch porn, and then you think, it's alleviated for a while. Bullshit, though. It's gonna come back as soon as somebody taps on the glass or a ball hits there. From the neighbors, through their basketball, hits the car again, the alarm goes off. You wanted to stop, watch porn. That's a metaphorical thing, And what do we do when we're stressed? We act out. We get stressed out. We give ourselves an excuse. Well, I'm stressed. Now I can go do my addiction. So number one mistake that people make is like lack of support. They don't like to ask for help. Men don't like to ask for help, especially about stuff like this. You think, this is way too personal. I can handle it. And a lot of people think it's not that big of a deal. I've seen that a lot. Like in comments and stuff. And guys I've interacted with, like, well, something so trivial like porn. It's not trivial. It's a very, very serious thing. Some people are addicted to it. Some people are not. The ones who are, it's good to reach out for some help. I have no full transparency. This is what I do. Overcome fear and doubt to take control back. This is what you have to do. You have to overcome your fear and doubt that you can actually overcome this, because you absolutely can, and it's not as difficult as you might think. Fear of failure, you've tried, and then you're back to square one. So you think, okay, I've tried before, so I'm going to fail again. Stop telling yourself that, man. It's not even that crazy. With some support, probably with my personal support, like for a little while, you'll be on track away from this stuff, and you will probably even be able to teach other people at some point. Seriously. The opposite of fear is curiosity. So you got to be curious about what your life can be, what you can do, where you're actually going to go, and like what your life purpose is too. That helps as well to really, because like if the porn's like getting away your true life purpose, imagine dying, and then you got to look back and be like, dude, that was a really, really bad waste of a life. I could have gotten married, or I could have, I wouldn't have chased the girl that I loved away because of this habit. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Let's go, man. Let's get you out of this. Fear of success. Your life, some people think they'll be miserable when they get there missing out on all the porn. Dude, no. You're going to be like way happier and having a lot more better, life interactions, paralysis of indecision. A lot of people, I see that a lot. They get into this. They want the help. They want my help. They want my coaching, but they can't make a decision because they're actually being dominated too by the porn. It's a very difficult thing. I've seen it, and you only start it when you're ready. When you're ready to make a commitment. When you're sick of it, dude. I hope. Oh shit. Hello, Chris. Good to talk to you. My apologies on that, dude. Look, so many guys are living in a shack. They're living in one of these really horrible situations. Whether it's, they might even be millionaires, I don't know, but their quality of life, their spiritual, their mental, their body, if they're watching this porn and stuff, they're living in a shack like this basically, and they don't know that they can be living in this. Your body is like your temple. It's like your mansion. It's either going to be like that on the left hand side or a big mansion on the right. And when you make a few adjustments, you fine tune a few things. Definitely, number one, quitting this porn out. There's a whole lot more to it that I could teach you. That's just the first part of it. Things only can get way better from there. And then you're like living in this mansion. Your body is like a mansion then. And you don't really understand it until you're living that. And it's something that is so freaking possible. And if I can do it, dude, you don't even know how bad I was in my younger years with a lot of things. And once I started cleaning things and really cleaning things up, and I realized, oh, this is the way I can be operating every day, and it's so much better. And I just think about that a lot. How my past life was, it's unreal how much better it is, and how possible it is to change. So think about it, man. So I'm a coach, right? And in England, they call these buses coaches. So you're getting on a bus, you're getting coached essentially. And what I'm doing is I'm inviting you onto the bus, onto the coaching bus, and I'm showing you the scenery. I'm getting you out of that bad neighborhood. I'm getting you out of that shack there, and we're on our way to that other neighborhood where the mansion is. You're still getting on. You're still taking the action, like you're taking the action right now to watch me and to possibly book a call. You're actually taking that action by getting on. And I'm not making you do anything. You are completely free to really get off as you want. I'm just showing you that, hey, there's another area that you can be living in. There's another area where you can just be thriving and really living your best life. So I show you how the scenery's changing. We're getting on the bus, and eventually here, how it's gonna go is, we're gonna find a place, a nice area where you're gonna live, and you're gonna get off that bus, and I'm gonna keep going to pick up other guys to be coaching them, to showing them other ways. But you're gonna be getting off in a new location by yourself with all the tools that you've been picking up on the way that is going to make you set for life and even help other people, I hope. So we need men just like you who are ready to give it up and who are ready to go. So book a call. We'll start with the process. We'll remove the fear and doubt, remove the desire to watch porn, and we'll get you on your way to living the best life, because it's just too damn short, man. I'm telling you, it's too short to be wasting your life in potential like this. You deserve to get your power back. Matter of fact, you absolutely need this. It's not even the matter of, if you're sitting here and you're still listening to me right now, and you actually have an obligation now, because you cannot be ignorant about it anymore. You can't let ignorance say, well, society's telling me it's fine. Movies are telling me it's fine. It's not fine. Get your stuff together and let's go. Let's get on this better life. So hope this has been helpful for you, because we want you to be next. We want you to book a call essentially. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing and try to sell you this call. Look, it's a free consultation call. Either way, you're going to get something out of it. Yes, I want you to become a client of mine and coach you. But either way, I try to help you the best as I possibly can and show you some breath work tips, minimum a few things to help deal with your urges, because I genuinely want you out of this situation. So I have many different options available, and it's for everybody. There's literally things. Some people just need a daily check-in every day with my voice telling them, reminding them where they need to go. So they just need that nudge. I call it the resist reminder, and it's kind of like an alarm clock, a daily nudge to keep you strong and accountable. So that's one part of my service. I have some people are way far down. They're dealing with escorts. They're dealing with all kinds of crazy stuff, and they need my daily, much more intense support. So that's a little bit higher price of a ticket, But I have those options for everybody out there who's struggling, and I really hope that you check me out. Here's the thing: book a call. You can on the main website, or click or DM me on Facebook. No shame, no. It's private, it's discreet. I'm not telling anybody about this. So please, do that on Facebook. You can email me. You can, austin@getoutofbed.net. You can also even give me a call right now through Skype. That's not a problem. The 619-399-2373. And if you're prepared to talk, let's talk, and let's get you out of this situation. And I'm already happy for you. I'm already happy for you, man. So give me a call, and we'll talk to you soon.